So I told you guys I was working on a really cool build with the Tommy gun. So that's what I'm going to show you right here. So this is kind of a futuristic style Tommy gun, M1A1 Thompson submachine gun. It's from Zenduo Toys. And then I went ahead and I did a crazy 3D printed kit. I found one on Thingiverse that was free. However, it was made for the Cyma M1A1, and that's not the same dimensions. So I had to do considerable amount of software manipulation and fabrication manually to get everything to fit right and print a lot of different special pieces. So unfortunately, this isn't something you can just go print off and it's going to fit. It's going to take a lot more work than that. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. I was hoping I could find some way to improve performance, but the gearbox that's in here, that M4 Wasp SKD gearbox, there isn't really anything you can do to it. And there isn't really room in there to try to put a different gearbox in. So there wasn't a lot I could do performance-wise at all anyway. So instead of doing that, which would just likely end up messing something up, I decided to just leave it as it is and just go ahead with a really cool custom kit on it. So kind of my futuristic style machine Tommy gun, right? So first off, we've got the different buffer tube stock on here. So the piece for the Cyma had some similarities, enough where I could use part of it, but then I had to build this part on my own, and then, of course, put the buffer stock up here, and we got the battery relocated up here. So you can go ahead and have a nice long cylinder, battery in there like we see in a lot of the M4A1. So that's what I put in there. And if you recall, you can use an 11.1 with this. I didn't really like how it sounded. I think that if you do too much 11.1, you may end up breaking yours. So again, just do extreme caution when you're going to do that. The long handguard here, it was pretty close to the right size. It fit all the way up into about this point, and then this part was much wider than the Cyma. So I had to then instead take that piece online on my computer, make it wider, and so that's what we got going on there. So I had to do that again with some of my own, I guess, custom files that I made, right? And then other than that, really just the accessories that are on here. We got the little dual, canted riser here, so you can have a laser and a flashlight. And then the normal riser here, so we got our holographic up there. Down here, we got a front grip. And then we've also got just kind of this type of grip right here, just because it is so long. I thought it was nice to have that. So we got the front grip here. Okay, we got this here. You can see here, right? On this side, really all I did was go ahead and change the charging handle to kind of a cooler, bigger charging handle, just because I thought it looked a little nicer. And that's really the only difference between each side is we got the charging handle over here. We got the nice kind of matching orange tip on there. Was able to reuse the actual barrel after some pretty significant modifications. And then this stock was just something I printed as well. And this little wing nut just locks it in place. I have it loose right now because I always disconnect the battery on this one, especially because it runs that little meter there all the time, that little voltage meter. So there it is. Really happy with how it turned out. Unfortunately, can't get it to be any stronger. Of course, I'll still do a demo video and we'll shoot it. We'll test the FPS just because it's fun to shoot it. But I think it looks really cool. I like the just style of it. I invested a ton of time in it, trying to make everything look as perfect as possible. And definitely happy with how it turned out. So let me know what you guys think. Comments, questions, post them below. Of course, like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and please participate in all the giveaways. I give away a couple, at least, custom blasters every month, usually towards the end of the month in a YouTube contest, and lots of accessories with it as well. So make sure you check back for that stuff. Please, all the comments and likes really do help out. And if you notice, I try to answer every question that comes up, even if they've been asked multiple times before. I usually will go through and answer them again. So thanks for the support. Check back for the demo FPS video and make sure you participate in those giveaways.